Yo, it's Woody again for round two, bringing you guys the next war recap video. This is the MLCW week 4, I believe, and we were up against WTFBBQ, and as you can see by the score, it was a rough war for them. Shout out to you guys. I know just by even joining the MLCW, you're trying to take your clan to the next level. So it's respectable. We've all been there. Just don't get down on yourselves. Get ready for the next one. You know, I don't think I've ever offered advice, and mostly because it's not really my place. But if you guys were to go into this next weekend, I would definitely say get your nines going a little bit sooner. There were attacks that were, our nines weren't cleaned until about 5 hours left in war. So good luck to you guys in the future. I hope you guys continue to get better moving forward. So this breakdown was 2, 5, and 18. So pretty awesome setup. We got 97.5 destruction, which is just awesome. That's a good war for us. Couple of highlights right off the bat. Our nines absolutely demolished this war. We always say in Hammer, it's like the nines don't really win the wars, but they can certainly lose the wars for you. And our nines just set the tone for the entire war. My Town Hall 9 was in this war, and I logged on about 6 hours into war to get both of my hits in, and all the nines were cleaned already. So, awesome job. Shout out to everybody in Hammer. You guys just absolutely killed it. Really fun to watch, too. So, we won 73-63. They struggled with our nines, like I was saying, and I don't think they got a 10v10. Let's see. Yeah, they didn't get a 10v10. We did do well as a clan, but there were certain things like they're 25, 24, and 23, maybe 22. Could be wrong on that one. But those bases didn't have expos, and that's kind of sucky. That's you can pretty much just send in bowlers and watch the base fall. A couple of their other bases up high or down low really didn't have they had level 1 expos, 15 heroes. So yeah, just keep busting out those hero levels, guys. But yeah, so it was pretty good war for us, though. We finished strong. We started strong. I don't think we lost any momentum this war, which is really, really cool to see. Everyone was on chat. Everyone was playing and having fun. It was really cool to see. So I'm going to highlight a few attacks. I don't want to get rid of burn all these bases because it is the MLCW, and it's hard to find really good bases. So there were a couple attacks that I wanted to show. I think 4 Town Hall 9, and then we had 2 Town Hall 10 triples by Deist with his Town Hall 10 and York with his Town Hall 10. And so the other ones were dips. We had, this one, 4 and 5, I think we were 2 defenses away from tripling with air. And so they were really close. They were really, really scouted well. I think because our nines did so well, we had, 15 scouts for the 10s and the 11. We had Cosby come up and scout 2, and he got the 1-star on it, so we just figured out we need how to get the percentage. And so it was just, there was not a wasted attack in this war. It was awesome. So I'm going to start with, let's see, I'm going to start with Phil on 18. Shout out to my man's Phil. That's not 18. Oops, I think I wrote down the wrong number here. Let's see. No, that's 21. Okay, yeah. Alright. Nope, that wasn't it. Dang it. Phil. Oh yeah. Oh, he's 18, 15. Okay. So I thought this attack was really cool. He's bringing 11 baby drags, and it's one of these no fly zone bases which were really really strong for like the first 2 days, and then people figured out that you could just queen walk them and mass baby drag the back end. This base is it's actually really easy. You just have to queen walk and let your queen walk for a while, and even when it's getting kind of close, let her walk and do her thing. And so that's what he does here. He's taking out these air defenses down low, even fighting a sweeper. Loses one of his healers to a black bomb. Doesn't even worry about it. And so he's just letting this queen walk develop, which is trying to walk her down, and then I think he's walking her in. Ugh. Excuse me, I had a bunch of chili tonight, so I am like super gassy. Yeah, fun fact. And so he is just letting this thing develop. They always say, the boring queen walks are the really good ones. Well, Phil, this is really boring, so good job. Starts to funnel the baby drag at like 6:30, drops the king down, and just taking out all these outside buildings, all this high percentage, or high hit point stuff rather. And he's just going to wall break in here, having some funky wall breakers. He's losing another healer, but wall breaks in. That's going to give him access to the third air defense and that expo and the CC, and pretty much the rest of the base once he can get in there. But as you can see, there's a whole minute left, and he's only at 43%. That's what I'm talking about, of just letting this thing develop. 44%, and there's only 55 seconds left of the attack, and this thing just falls once you get past these air defenses. And so rages everything in the core. I've seen so many different variations of this base. They all have Teslas somewhere around the core. So got that second expo down. The healer switched off to the king, which is actually helping him out because he's got a bowler in there too. And the queen decides that she's on her own agenda and walks out of the base, but at this point, it doesn't matter. So it's already over. He's still got a few baby drags. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 baby drags, and healers are doing something stupid. Queen's up. She's taking out the king. And so, yeah, awesome job, Phil. Really, really cool attack to watch. It's nicely done, sir. Next, I wanted to highlight Cosby, because he's a beast. Number 10. I might as well show one Lalo. I could pretty much sum up every other attack. I think we had like 2 hog attacks from Jesse, maybe a couple others, but yeah, it's Lalo Nation right now, so just bear with me. I'm going to show one, and then I'm going to move on to a couple other ones. So Cosby's getting it done, sends in a baby drag, and immediately dies. So awesome. RIP baby drag, and starting to create a funnel here. I always like to see if you can get some baby drags on the high hit point stuff. It's just so much better. The queen's at half health because the baby drags decided to peel off, which is really cool. And then he's going to do a hero swap here and also get that air defense, I believe. And so he's going in here, good value too. He's getting an expo, air defense, pulled the CC. It's a golem, so that kind of sucks, but at least it's not a hound. I don't think it wouldn't have mattered anyways, but all that stuff's down, so now the rest of the attack can happen. He's already popped the queen, so there's nothing he can do. Starts to send in his Lalo from 9. Good tanking from the wizard tower and the archer tower. First haste goes down, pretty light on the first half of the balloons, which is okay. And they're making their way in. Good hound, it's going to reroute. Still fighting the sweeper. but he's got a rage and 2 hastes in the bag still, so looking really, really strong. The core's actually, it's a pretty tough core. Really ruins loon pathing, but loons are OP, so it works. And so he's going to get just look at all those loons. Let's get a ton of value for that rage, and he's going to swag a haste. So awesome job, man. We'll speed this up. Haste and a poison, so really good hit. Still has 2 hounds that are unpopped. I mean, it's just, even with terrible loon pathing in that core, it works. A lot of the attacks from the other guys is they were literally just spamming loons, and it was getting the 3-star, and it was like, all right, well, that's just how Town Hall 9 is right there. So yeah, but good hit, Cosby. Love to see it, man. I'm gonna show an attack that we probably haven't showed in a long time. You guys probably haven't seen it in a while, and that was on 9, Angry Fox. It was awesome. He's bringing in mass witches with 4 healers and 3 jumps. And you can see, I mean, this base is pretty good, 30 heroes. It's maxed other than walls. And so he's going to just put down these witches. They're going to start spawning a whole ton of skellies. And he's creating this giant funnel from 12 to 9. Dropping a golem down. Got some wizards. And the first jump goes down. And he just wants to get his heroes to the core so they can start wrecking stuff. Unfortunately, the king peels off for a second, but he comes back. And they're all going in. Even these wizards are just going to do so much damage because they have that king in front of them to tank. And I think most of the enemy CCs were pretty similar. It was like a witch, baby drag, and some gobs. And so as you can see, these witch attacks are just super slow, but they're really effective. So especially, I mean, I've never seen a 3 jump witch attack, so pretty unique. Got those healers down on the witches over here, down at 6, and the heroes are still up, just making their way through. The king is just taking out defense, and the queen steps up right behind him. They've got like a really, really good momentum going right now. This is the type of wave motion that you want to have during, one of these attacks, kind of like a golem avalanche attack. Got these witches going in. Dropped a skelly spell on the Tesla farm, which is awesome. Healers are still, they're keeping the little Larrys alive a little bit longer. The heroes missed these 3 defenses over here, but I mean, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, too many witches to count. Pops the queen, and it's over. So good job, Angry Fox. That was really freaking awesome. I'm gonna have to try this attack. Swag the wizard. It's awesome, man. Good job. Okay, I'm gonna have one more Town Hall 9 attack, and then I'll move to the 2 Town Hall 10s, and then we'll call it a day. Let's see. 8 is Deist. Deist hit this one with dragons. Never underestimate dragons. They actually, I've been seeing a little bit more of them since the update. They got buffed pretty good. Their attack speed went up quite a bit, and they're much better, much faster, and so they're really effective for 10v11s as well, from what I've seen. But Deist, he's just going to walk this base for a little bit, and he wants to get these air defenses in here, and so if he breaks into that compartment, into the king compartment, he knows he can get both of them, and the X-bow, and a sweeper, and some other pretty annoying point defense. So he's going to break the queen in, drops a rage down, and he is headed inside, created a good funnel for his queen. Unfortunately, that X-bow is on the healer, which is, it's whatever, but it's not preferable. So she's not even getting touched right now until that X-bow locked onto her, but she's onto the X-bow, and he's just going to wait. Well, he's sending in the drags, but he knows that queen is going to get that air defense, and so there's no need to wait for that air defense to go down, start the whole drag attack, and they're just gonna make their way through this base pretty quick. He brought 7 loons too, which I thought was pretty cool to help with a little bit taking up front. You can see these 2 loons here are almost untouched for a little bit. They got a few defenses down. And then he uses all of the rages on the queen, which was pretty cool too. And she still goes down, of course, because she has her own agenda. And then I'm pretty sure this was a cleanup hit. Maybe not. I don't remember. Sorry, Beast. But got the Tesla farm, and he's just going to put these loons down on the Tesla farm, and they're just going to waltz right through this thing. Just speed this up. And it's got a few minions for some cleanup. Drags decided to go outside the base, but the king right now is he's going to step up and tank for a couple of these defenses, and he's got healers on him, so it works out perfect. I don't know if that wouldn't have happened. I don't know how close this would have been, because they would have had to fight through 3 other defenses, but got the job done. A little bit of luck doesn't hurt. So awesome job, Deist. I'm going to show 2 more attacks. We got number 7 right here. All of these Town Hall 10s had been scouted, like I said earlier, so we had time and the scouts to just switch plans, to change plans, whatever we needed to do to get the 3-star. That's what we did. So York decided to hit this base. He actually scouted this base himself. But this is what I'm talking about. Little baby cannon, baby archer tower, level 1 inferno. A lot of these guys had a lot of low weight, which is fine if that's what you're going for. But for an arranged war in the MLCW, it's really not preferable. Best to max out your 9s, have all 30/30 9s and all that stuff. So anyways, he's going in. He's going to drop a rage and a jump to get into the first inferno in the air defense compartment. Bowlers are going in, and they're doing some work. That bowler just decided that he wanted to die, and so Queen's going to step up and help. And she actually does a ton of work in this raid. So she's going to start taking out these defenses on the side. He's already got the Lalo coming in from the top. And because his Lalo is so fast, I think the Queen actually stays alive during this one. Let me speed this up a bit. Good rage, good freeze right on that Inferno, good haste into the last AD. Sorry, I'm losing my voice again. And he's going in here. He's got 1 more haste. And he's got some air skellies on him, but at this point all the defenses are down. He's got a ton of cleanup. Queen made it all the way through. She's got a sliver of health, but she's taking out the town hall. She's helping out. I don't think it would have mattered, but it helps to have all that DPS coming from her taking out this cleanup stuff. So good job, York. It was really good hit, man. Good scout. You pretty much you did this base by yourself, so really cool. Really good job. Speed it up here. Get all this high HP out. And we'll move on to the last one, which was number 3. And this was Deist as well, making technically his recap, making 2 attacks. So I scouted this base for Deist, and everybody was making fun of me because I scouted it at 1 in the morning, and I forgot to drop a jump and my bowlers from 6 o'clock. So I create a funnel down here at 6. You'll see during the raid, but it was the same exact thing. I just forgot to do everything important, pretty much. And so he made a few tweaks to the scout and got the 3-star. So sends in a golem at 6 right on the corner, and then he's going to wall break in between mortar fire and send in a few Valks, pretty old school attack. A few Valks just to take out the heroes and the Inferno, and the CC is all loons, so he didn't even have to worry about that. Oh, I guess 2 baby drags, sorry. And his Queen's just going to get a ton of value here. his king is wrecking that whole compartment, getting that air defense down. And so his queen is about, I mean, she's just taking her time, really, but she steps up here, grabs the Inferno, grabs the AD. He pops her and then starts the Lalo because there's nothing else to do. And this was kind of a tough, the pathing was there, but it was tricky. And so the first couple loons here that he sent in had to be there fast because they needed to get this bomb tower down in order for the pathing to work well. And this Tesla on my scout was, maybe it was my loon deployment, but that Tesla was weird because they were pathing around the Inferno. I mean, it was a good base. But see, this bomb tower didn't go down, and the pups are working on it, but these loons have to come back. And so that was an important piece. If he had dropped like one more loon on the start, it would have helped that pathing, and he could have had 3 more loons up front tanking for, what's happening up here. But as you can see, I mean, he's just got tons of loons. He's got skellies or air skellies that were hitting them too, and tons of cleanup already. Really good spread on the cleanup, and yeah, just wrecked the base, even with that bad pathing over there. So great job, Dees. Speed this one up too, and yeah, that's it. It's a good war. I want to highlight our 6-packs for the war real quick. And let's see, we had my team. Yep, we had Zez. He's our Town Hall 11. He had 2 dips. 6-pack, awesome. We had Deist on Town Hall 9s. 6-pack, great job, man. Angry Fox, 6-pack. Phil had a 6-pack. Impossible, I think that's York, maybe Sin, I don't remember. Trina, which is Jesse, 6-pack, and then York, who's Possibility, definitely had a 6-pack. So, congrats, guys. GG, WTFBBQ. Good luck in the future, and we'll catch you guys soon. Thanks for watching, guys.